Welcome to Wisdom in African Proverbs, 100 Lessons for Life. In this collection, we explore the profound wisdom embedded in African proverbs, passed down through generations. These proverbs encapsulate the values, traditions, and deep-rooted knowledge of African cultures. Each proverb carries a lesson, offering insights on unity, resilience, patience, and the importance of community. Join us on this enlightening journey as we delve into the rich tapestry of African wisdom. Don't miss out on future content like this. Remember to subscribe to stay connected and receive more insightful and inspiring pieces. Let the wisdom of Africa guide us in our pursuit of a meaningful life. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. The path to wisdom is through humility. A patient hunter always catches a prey. Unity is strength. A leopard cannot change its spots. Smooth seas do not make skillful sailors. When spider webs unite, they can tie up a lion. The one who asks questions never loses his way. The strength of the crocodile is in the water. Do not look where you fell, but where you slipped. If you want to know the end, look at the beginning. The village is the strength of the nation. A bird that flies off the earth and lands on an anthill is still on the ground. Wisdom is like a baobab tree, no one individual can embrace it. A river that forgets its source will soon dry up. A strong person is not the one who throws his adversaries to the ground, but the one who holds himself back from anger. The fruit of patience is sweet. A tree that is unbending is easily broken. When the roots of a tree begin to decay, it spreads death to the branches. A person who has not traveled widely thinks their mother is the best cook. The river that forgets its source will dry up. He who wants rain must also accept the mud. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. To get lost is to learn the way. The mouth is responsible for an idle word. A family tie is like a tree, it can bend but it cannot break. Do not underestimate the power of a common man. You cannot build a house for last year's summer. The ruin of a nation begins in the homes of its people. It takes a village to raise a child. Smooth talkers are not necessarily good doers. Even the best cooking pot will not produce food. One finger cannot kill a louse. A wise person never loses a lawsuit. When the shepherd comes home in peace, the milk is sweet. One who eats alone cannot discuss the taste of the food with others. A man who uses force is afraid of reasoning. The strong do not need clubs. When you follow in the path of your father, you learn to walk like him. A farmer who does not cultivate his own field will die of hunger. When a king has good counselors, his reign is peaceful. If you want to go quickly, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. The mouse cannot rely on the cat's promise of protection. The horns cannot be too heavy for the cow. Even a fool may be right once in a while. When you have a good reputation, you can afford to be generous. One thread for the needle, one love for the heart. When the shepherd comes home in peace, the milk is sweet. A lie has many variations, the truth none. When the roots of a tree begin to decay, it spreads death to the branches. A wise person never loses a lawsuit. Don't measure someone's wealth by the size of their barn. The cow that bellows all night will be taken to the slaughter in the morning. The heart of a fool is in his mouth, but the mouth of a wise man is in his heart. A person's worth is not determined by their possessions. It is better to be thought a fool than to open one's mouth and remove all doubt. He who walks alone leaves no footprints. The eye cannot see itself. When the moon is not full, the stars shine more brightly. Smooth words may hide a wicked heart. The best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago, the second best time is now. The dog with a bone in its mouth does not bark. A silent mouth is sweet to hear. The chameleon changes color to match the earth does not change color to match the chameleon. The river that forgets its source will surely dry up. The wise create proverbs for fools to learn, not to repeat. A bird that flies off the earth and lands on an anthill is still on the ground. The world is a small village. The hyena with a cub does not consume all the available food. Don't insult the crocodile before crossing the river. The leopard licks both its black and white spots. The bee is praised, but the honey is sweeter. You cannot climb to the mountain peak without first taking a step. Even the elephant stumbles sometimes. One arrow can knock down a bird. 1,000 leopards cannot take a lion. Knowledge without wisdom is like water in the sand. The hunter in pursuit of an elephant does not stop to throw stones at birds. The sun will shine on those who stand before it shines on those who kneel under them. A closed mouth catches no flies. You can tell a ripe corn by its look. One who loves you, warns you. The patient dog eats the fattest bone. Words are like spears, once they leave your mouth, you can't take them back. The goat gives birth to its kids standing up, so it learns to stand up quickly. A small axe can cut down a big tree. If you want to eat honey, don't kick over the beehive. A wise person learns more from listening than speaking. Do not throw away the water that has quenched your thirst. The crab does not give birth to a bird. The strongest man in the world is he who stands alone. He who learns, teaches. A man's character is like a tree, and his reputation like its shadow. The wise build bridges, while the foolish build barriers. Do not look where you fell, but where you slipped. The fisherman knows that the sea is dangerous and the storm terrible, but they have never found these dangers sufficient reason for remaining ashore. He who runs alone runs fast, but he who runs with others runs far. A wise person does not need advice, a fool won't take it. One hand washes the other, both hands wash the face.